Kevin McCarthy, the Republican Speaker of the House, said on Thursday that he is willing to investigate the possibility of erasing an impeachment of Trump by the Democratic-led House. Trump, who is running for president in 2024, was impeached twice during his 4 years in office. In 2019 for inciting the riot at the Capitol on January 6 and in 2021 for withholding military aid from Ukraine in exchange for political favors. Resolutions to expunge both impeachments were proposed by Republican groups during the previous Congress. The Republican conference chairwoman, Representative Elise Stefanik, NY, was one of the latter's backers. McCarthy responded, "I would understand why members would want to bring that forward," when asked at a news conference about the possibility of an expungement now that Republicans hold control of the House. After that, McCarthy listed immigration and the economy as additional House Republicans' priorities. "However, I understand why people want to do it, and we'd look into it," McCarthy stated regarding expunging impeachments. He expressed sympathy for Trump regarding allegations of collusion with Russians during his 2016 campaign and other things that Trump went through, but he did not specify whether the House might consider expunging one or both impeachments. After both impeachments, Trump was found not guilty in the Senate trials, but the House impeachments remain part of history and an indictment of the former president. McCarthy stated in January 2021 that Trump bears responsibility for a pro-Trump mob storming the Capitol. The rioters broke into the building and put Vice President Mike Pence and members of Congress in danger. 140 law enforcement personnel were injured and 5 people died as a result of the attack. On the House floor on January 13, 2021, McCarthy stated, "The president bears responsibility for the mob rioters' attack on Congress on Wednesday. When he saw what was going on, he should have called out the crowd right away. President Trump must act immediately in light of these facts." In spite of the criticism, McCarthy went to Trump's private Mar-a-Lago club in Florida at the end of January 2021. There, they talked about the GOP's efforts to retake the House and took a picture together. McCarthy had cast a vote against Trump's impeachment. As McCarthy struggled for days to win the vote, Trump urged Republicans to back McCarthy's Speaker candidacy last week. Trump spoke with a few GOP defectors personally. Stefanik and the representative at the time Democrat Markwayne Mullin voted in favor of a resolution to overturn Trump's January 6 impeachment. According to Mullin at the time, Democrats used their second impeachment resolution to once again weaponize one of the most grave and consequential powers of the House. The Constitution was never the subject of this, personal politics were at the heart of it. A similar resolution to halt Trump's initial impeachment had been sponsored by Mullin, who is now a senator in the United States. No is Stefanik. 4 members of the House GOP leadership stated last year that the impeachment on January 6 was a sham process. She stated, "It is past time to expunge Democrats' sham smear against not only President Trump's name, but also against millions of patriots across the country." President Trump was rightfully acquitted. The resolution, which had more than 24 Republican co-sponsors, was ignored by the Democratic-led House. However, with Republicans in control, such a resolution might be put to a vote. To add, Robert Hur, a former U.S. attorney, was appointed special counsel by Merrick Garland to handle the investigation into classified materials found at Joe Biden's home and former office. This indicates that there are now 2 special counsels investigating the actions of American presidents. The other special counsel is Jack Smith, who is in charge of the investigation into former President Donald Trump for the government secrets found at Mar-a-Lago, the January 6 insurrection, and a larger plot to sabotage the 2020 election. In the months to come, the political landscape in the United States may be significantly impacted by Hur and Smith's actions. The classified files found at the president's properties would be the subject of their own investigation, according to House Republicans. The leader of the House Democrats demanded that George Santos resign because he had lied about his qualifications. The complaints against a Republican legislator will be handled by the chamber's Ethics Committee, according to Speaker Kevin McCarthy. According to data released by the government today, inflation in the United States is declining.